Here in Las Vegas, head of UFC 219. I'm joined here by Justin Buchholz, the MMA coach at Team Alpha Male. Justin, two fighters on the card this weekend, Rick Glenn and Cynthia Calvillo, of course. So let's talk about Rick first. Like, how's he looked in, I guess, the preparation for this fight with Miles Jury, and what can we expect from him, I guess?
So Rick Glenn is a straight savage. He's like a natural born fighter. This guy, we're looking for him to come out here and perform and do what we know he can do, and we're looking for finishes at Team Alpha Male. So we are really behind Rick, and this is going to be a second fight with the team. He set a record for most 10-7 rounds, I think, last fight. So we're looking for something big this fight. And the guy he's fighting is Miles Jury. We're very familiar with him. He was actually on Dominant Team Cruz's team on Faber versus Cruz Tough Live 5 years ago. So we're very familiar with him. We know how tough he is, and we're excited for this matchup.
Rick was telling me he came and started training with the team around 5 months ago now. Like, have you seen any, like, I guess, progression from him, or like, what do you think that he's picked up since coming to town? You know,
Rick Glenn is just he's natural. I mean, he's always been a great fighter. He trained a lot with Duke Rufus Sport, and that's a great lineage. He's actually going to have Ben Askren in his corner on Saturday. That's a pretty high level guy. So he's a very experienced fighter. I feel at Team Alpha Male, he really came and just had an outlet to train as much as he wanted to with high level guys, all day, every day for the last 5 months. And someone like him with a work ethic like that is going to take advantage and progress even more. So, I feel it's been done wonders for him.
He's got a big opportunity, I guess, here at UFC 219. There are a few fights falling off the card now. Do you think this is, I guess, Rick's big chance, I guess, to make a really big statement right at the end of the year?
I think so too. I mean, fights have fallen off. They've even had some talks about moving Rick Glenn and Miles Jury up onto the pay-per-view card. And I asked Forrest Griffin if they'd do it, and he said he'd get back to me. So he's the man around here. So we'll see what actually happens. But definitely a big opportunity, and he's ready to seize it.
Sure, and obviously Cynthia Calvillo as well, massive fight with Carla Esparza. What's Cynthia kind of look like for you, I guess, in the lead up to this fight? It's a different stylistic matchup, I guess, for her as well. So you maybe been working on different stuff ahead of this.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working a lot of martial arts, and it's not necessarily a style of a ground fighter or a stand-up fighter anymore. She is a complete martial artist, and she's going to put Carla. Carla's going to be at a disadvantage anywhere the fight goes, especially on the feet. And on the ground as well, I mean, and in that middle area. Like, we're very confident, rightly so. She's done the work. She's done an incredible amount of work. She's standing on a monster of a camp coming into this fight, and she's gonna show it on Saturday. Really excited for Cynthia to get out there and perform.
How do you think this one's going to kind of play out? We kind of know what Carla's going to want to do in this fight, right? Like, yeah. But how do you think it's actually going to play out on fight night?
I think Carla's going to realize that she's in there with a different animal. She's a lot of respect to Carla. She's the first strawweight champion in UFC history. We know what she's come with. She's been a champion. She knows what it's like. She knows how to get there. We understand that. Cynthia understands who she's dealing with, and she is more than prepared to deal with her. And I think the fight is going to go, I think when Carla gets out there with Cynthia, sees her physicality, her strength, her speed, her size, and her will to win, the most important thing, I don't think she's going to be able to last with her.
You've been there since like day one here with like Cynthia, especially in like UFC as well. What a year 2017 has been. Do you think this is legit like one of the best, I guess, breakout years for like someone entering the UFC? 4 wins is pretty nuts.
I mean, it's an amazing breakout year for Cynthia. She's accomplished stuff that no other fighter has accomplished. She fought back-to-back UFC pay-per-views. The only other fighter to ever do that was Tito Ortiz, and he lost one of them. Cynthia won both of hers. And Tito Ortiz is a living legend. Cynthia is her debut year, and she's already making history. This will be her 4th fight with the UFC, and her 5th fight of the year. So we're looking at putting away 5 wins this year, and there hasn't been a breakout performance like this in the UFC since 2016 when Cody Garbrandt did it, going unranked to world title December 30th. Seems to be there December 30th to take on the former champion and secure that title shot or #1 contender spot with this fight. So another huge year for our team and another huge year for Cynthia.
When you look at the rest of that strawweight division, do you think this win is going to put Cynthia for the next title shot, or do you think there might have to be one more? She's gonna have to negotiate ahead of that.
So every now and then I see Dana White in passing and whatnot, and I always yell at him just on stuff about fighters and whatnot. But I'm not saying if Cynthia skates by with the win, she deserves a title shot. Sure. I'd say no, don't give her a title shot. But if she has an impressive finish on the former champion Carla Esparza The only woman to ever finish the current champion, Rose Namajunas, if Cynthia puts her away impressively, she 100% deserves a title shot. You want to shake up this division? I believe she's the best fighter in the division right now, and she's one of the best martial artists on the planet right now. So, you know, just the rest of the world will find that out soon enough.
How do you think this one will finish then? Like, what's the official prediction?
You know, the official prediction, I don't like giving. Well, I mean, I feel like Cynthia stops her, and you know, we'll see. We'll see if she stops her as fast as Joanna. So
yeah,
I mean, that's what I'm looking for.
Cool. Just one last thing about, we're here in the PI. It's an amazing facility, right? For you as like a head coach, is this like, this must be like a dream, like if you have somewhere like this, man. It's incredible. I'm like
a kid in a candy store here. There's so many cool things. There's a custom built swinging bag rack here. I've never seen anything like it before. They have everything you could dream of and that a fighter needs. And you know, Forrest Griffin is here running the show. It's like his fantasy factory. There's nothing cooler than that.
Yeah. Well, Justin, best of luck both yourself, the team, Rick and Cynthia on Saturday, and no doubt I'll see you afterwards.
All right.
Cheers, Justin.